Hello, welcome to Chair Yoga. I hope you are well today. For class today, you will need a block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can grab a large hardback book. I don't know what else might substitute for a block, maybe a footstool or something, anything that can bring the earth up closer to you. But a book or a block would be best. If you don't have one, no big deal. I'll offer ways to do those things without a prop. So please remember to always listen to and respect your body and only move in ways that feel safe and comfortable to you. You should have some stretching sensation, some strengthening sensation, but no sharp pain or a burning pain, anything that causes that type of sensation, please do not do it. And remember, just because I say to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. So take breaks, hang out and watch if that feels better for you. Or do a little and then take a break and then join back in. You do you. Very low key, low pressure. Be kind to yourself. Let go of expectations or judgments around this practice and just enjoy. So we'll start with a little centering. So go ahead and find an easy seated position. Focus on your perfect posture. Maybe roll the shoulders up, back, and down to encourage that long, straight spine. Head is neutral. Shoulders relax down. Spine long and straight. Lower the gaze or close your eyes. And just take a minute to allow your focus or your attention to land within your body and on your breath. So feel the cool air coming in through your nose, the warm air leaving the nose on your exhale. No need to manipulate the breath at this point, just notice it. Remembering that anytime we focus our thoughts or our attention on the breath, we automatically calm or slow down the central nervous system. And the breath is always there for us to drop into at any time during our busy and sometimes chaotic or stressful lives. The breath is always there for us to help us calm, to help us slow. If you'd like to set an intention or a dedication or a mantra for your class today, please take a moment to do that. An intention is any quality or characteristic that you'd like to invite more of into your life. It might be forgiveness, love, peace, calm. Anything you need a little bit more of. And hold that thought or intention close in your mind throughout the practice today. Just gently blink open your eyes and we'll do a little breathing exercise together to kind of help us continue to get centered and connected with our practice. So we're going to do a breath called lion's breath, and it looks like this. So we're going to take a breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to go. So we're sticking the tongue out, and we're kind of really exhaling all that stale, stagnant breath that might be within us. So we're going to inhale, both arms up by the ears. And an exhale, lion's breath. We're going to bring our arms to cactus. Release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lion's breath. Inhale, arms up. 3 more. and just relax. Notice how it feels. Hopefully you've shifted some of that prana in the body just with those few rounds of lion's breath. Hopefully nobody's with you if you had onions for lunch today. Oh, my bad jokes. They never end. Great. Okay, blink open the eyes. We're just going to stay where we are and take a gentle neck stretch. So drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. Maybe just let that left arm dangle by your left hip. Focus on the left side of your neck, letting it soften, relax. Most of us carry a lot of tension in our shoulders and our necks, so it's good to give it a nice deep stretch to loosen up those muscles so we don't end up with a pain in the neck. Good. Bring the left hand back to the lap. Nice and slow. Bring the head back up to center. And on an exhale, we'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder and allow the right arm to dangle. Breathing into the right side neck and the sensations that might arise there. Right hand back to the lap, nice and easy. Bring the head up to neutral. And on an exhale, chin drops straight down to the chest. Keep the length in the spine. And breathe into the back of the neck. Letting the shoulders be soft. Maybe thinking of your intention. And on your next inhale, nice and slow, lift the chin back up to neutral. And we're going to scooch towards the edge of our seat. And we're going to take some body circles. So I have two different options for you. One is more making circles with the torso or the mid back. If that does not feel good to you, you can always keep the spine long and straight and just make some circles with the torso. So your choice. So it's kind of like a cow position, and then the right ribs reach out to the right, round the back, spine reaches to the back of the chair, left ribs reach to the left, and then you make it a nice fluid movement, almost like you're a belly dancer or something like that. Just loosening up the spine, warming up the spine for the other movements we'll do today. So the other option is the long straight spine, and you're making circles in either direction. And then come back to center and take your circles the other direction. I'm doing a little bit of both. Straight spine and rounding the spine, whichever works best for you. And come on back to neutral, and we'll take some old school cat-cow. So on an inhale, shoulder blades draw together. The spine arches, chin lifts, and on an exhale, scoop out the belly, widen the shoulder blades, chin drops. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Flow with your breath at your pace. Good. Let's take one more. And bring the spine long and straight. Option to leave the knees just where they are, or perhaps the right knee crosses over the left knee. We're going to inhale both arms up to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes to the outside of that right knee. Right hand reaches back. Gaze can go over the right shoulder to the right side wall, or stay forward, whatever feels best in your neck. Lengthen the spine and twist to a place that feels safe in your spine. Hang out there and breathe. Slow, deep, even breaths. Good. Bring the gaze back forward if it's not there already. Untwist. Uncross the legs. Remember, there's the option to keep the legs uncrossed and take your twist there. Or you can cross the left knee over the right knee. Inhale, both arms up by the ears. Exhale, twist to the left. So the right hand comes to the outside of that left knee. Left hand reaches back for the chair. We're not forcing the twist. Low belly's drawn in, and we're breathing. Bring the gaze back forward, gently untwist and uncross the legs. And go ahead and sit back in your chair. We're just going to take a full body extension. So we're reaching the arms up over the head. The legs are reaching forward. Kind of like you're just waking up in the morning, really reaching in both directions. Maybe you circle the wrists, circle the ankles, both directions. And release it all down. And we're going to take the legs wide. So this is where you may want your block. But we're going to take so come back to the edge of your seat and take your legs to a wide angle. The knees can be straight or they can stay bent here. You have to listen to what your body needs or wants. I'm going to go for straight legs at first, and I might switch to bent knees in a minute. You do what works for you. But we're going to inhale both arms up by the ears. And on an exhale, we're going to find any kind of forward fold over those legs. So knees can be bent or straight. Hands can travel to the tops of the thighs. We don't want to put too much pressure on our knees. Maybe the hands come to the shins, the ankles, the floor in front of you. You do what works, but go ahead and let the head hang heavy. Let the upper body relax. Maybe you take a little sway side to side. Stretching the hamstrings out a little bit here. Good. Then nice and easy, climb yourself back upright. We're going to leave our knees wide. Legs straight or bent, it doesn't matter. We're going to take a side bend. So inhale, both arms up by the ears. Exhale, right hand comes to the seat of the chair, and we take a side bend over to the right. Keep drawing the left shoulder back. Gaze could be straight ahead, down at the floor, or up under the left arm, whichever feels best in your neck. Breathe into the left ribs. Feeling it expand on the inhale, contract on the exhale. Slow, deep, even breath. On your next inhale, both arms up by the ears, and we'll take it on the other side. So the left hand comes to the seat of the chair, and we take a side bend over to the left. Keeping the right hip rooted. Right ribs reaching toward the right side wall, and breathe. next inhale, both arms up by the ears. And on an exhale, we're going to come forward. So this is where you might want to have a block. So if you have a block, this is your high setting, medium setting, and low setting. Your choice. You bring the block down in front of you. And we're going to inhale that left arm out and up to the ceiling. So we're bringing a bit of a twist into this wide leg forward fold. Exhale, release. We're going to flow a little bit here. Inhale the right arm out and up any amount. Exhale as you release. Flow with your breath. So inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. 2 more times to each side. Good. Land back in the wide leg forward fold. And if the legs are straight, go ahead and bend the knees. Bring the forearms to the knees. Very gently rise yourself up. And we're going to take, we're going to do a seated triangle pose. So we're going to bring both knees over to the right side of our chair. If you have your block or your book or your footstool, we're going to set it to the outer edge of our right foot. And we're going to bring the left knee forward. We're going to inhale, bring the shoulders straight forward. And on an exhale, we're going to reach out along the horizon. Keep that left hip rooted. And when you can't go any further, drop that right hand to your support and the left arm up overhead. And your palm is facing the front wall. So your gaze can be up at that left hand, straight ahead, or down at the earth. But we don't want to collapse into the right shoulder. So push into your support and reach the left hand up. If you don't have a block or a support, you can keep the right forearm on the right knee. Breathe, slow, deep breaths. Even though this pose may feel stressful, what can you do to help yourself relax here? On your next inhale, bring it all back up. Bring the right knee forward. Grab your block or your prop, and we'll take that on the other side. So now the knees swing over to the left side of your chair. Your block or your support is at the outside of your left foot. We're going to bring the right knee forward. Inhale the arms up to a T. Shoulders are squared towards the front of your room. And on an exhale, reach out along the horizon till you can't go any further. Then that left hand drops to your knee or the block or book or footstool. Right arm reaches straight up to the sky. Don't collapse into the left shoulder. You're reaching in both directions. And you're breathing. Stay present in the body, letting go of expectations. Watch how you're talking to yourself. And on an inhale, lift it all up. Bring the left knee back forward. We'll take figure 4 or our seated pigeon, which we've done before. And I'm going to invite you to use your block maybe on its low setting and we're going to put our left foot on the block. So this is going to intensify our pigeon pose or our figure four. You are more than welcome to just leave that left foot on the earth, but if you want to try it, you can bring your left foot up onto the block, and we're going to cross the right ankle over the left. And if that does not work for you, you can always cross the right ankle over the left ankle. Figure out what works in your body today. Keep the spine long and straight. If your right ankle is on your left knee, keep that right foot flexed. Maybe you apply some very gentle pressure down on that right knee to intensify the sensation in your right hip. Slow, deep, even breaths. Option to stay upright, or maybe you find any kind of forward fold over that right leg. If you're folding forward, go ahead and let the head and neck completely relax. Directing your breath to the right hip. Keeping the right foot flexed. If you're folded forward, go ahead and bring yourself back upright. And uncross the right foot. And we'll just switch to the other side. So remember, there is no pressure to put your foot up on the block. That right foot can stay flat on the floor if that feels better for you. Cross the left ankle over the right ankle or the right knee. Flex the left foot. Straighten the spine. Maybe a little gentle pressure down on that left knee. And you're breathing slow, even breaths. So if you did it on the other side, go ahead and take your forward fold any amount over that left leg. Keep the left foot flexed. Feeling the left hip soften and open. Maybe call to mind your intention, your dedication, your mantra. And nice and easy. Lift the torso back upright. Perfect posture. And gently uncross the legs. You can set your block to the side for just a minute. So we're still seated on the edge of our chair. We're going to bring our arms to cactus arms. We're going to take an inhale through the nose. And on an exhale, we're going to hug that right knee into the chest. And we're going to scoop out the belly, widen the shoulder blades, round to the back. Inhale, back to cactus, other leg. Exhale, left knee lifts. We grab it if we can. If not, just lift that knee off the earth. Exhale, right knee, round the back. Inhale, straighten the spine, cactus arms. Exhale, left knee, round the back. Flow at your pace with your breath. One more time with each leg. Exhale, right knee. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, left knee. Inhale, cactus. And just bring the hands to grab the back of your chair. Your tushy is still up on the edge of your seat. And we're just going to lean the torso forward to really open up the collarbone area. Shoulder blades are drawn together. Crown of the head reaches towards the top of your front-facing wall. This one feels really nice if you've been on your computer a lot or on your phone a lot or kind of hunched over. This is a great counter pose, a little bit of a back bend. So you're letting the weight of your torso sort of intensify this stretch. The hands are the only thing holding you upright. Good. Pull back with the hands to bring the torso back up. And we're going to come on up to stand. Bring your block. You can also use a pillow for this as well. But we are going to stand behind our chair. And we're going to take your block or your book or your pillow. And we're going to place it between our thighs. So it looks like this. And our thighs are kind of squeezing the block or the pillow. So the feet are naturally going to be hip width distance, maybe a little bit further apart. Go ahead and hold on to the back of your chair. And we're just going to lift and lower the heels. So on an inhale, we're going to come up on the toes. Exhale, slowly release the heels back to the earth. Inhale, rise up on the toes, heels lift. Exhale, release the heels back down. Flow with your breath at your pace. So try to have a controlled lowering of the heels. So we're not just flopping the heels back down. We want to provide a little resistance as we lower the heels. Good. 2 more. Good. So we're going to do some push-ups at the wall. So we're going to leave the block between the thighs. You're going to come to a wall. You can also do this on the back of your chair if you feel like your chair is very stable and sturdy. Otherwise, bring your hands to the wall, and we're just going to take some push-ups with the wall. I guess you can see me here. So we're going to take a breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to bend the elbows straight down. Forehead comes any amount toward the wall. Inhale, extend back up. So we're trying to keep the elbows in towards the body and not splaying out. Exhale as you push. Inhale as you rise back. Remembering you can stop at any point, squeezing the block or the pillow between the thighs. I'm going to take a couple more. Come along if you like. Good. So you can either take downward dog with the wall this way, or you can travel back behind your chair, but we're going to leave the block between the thighs. This just kind of helps us to keep the legs and the lower body active. So hands come to the chair, walk the feet back. Imagine your spine is as long and straight as it could possibly be. Knees can be bent here if that feels better. If your hamstrings are tight, Go ahead and keep some bend in the knees. Otherwise, maybe the knees work towards straight, maybe not. It's your practice, your choice. Hang out here and breathe in down dog. Good. On your next inhale, go ahead and rise the torso up. You can remove your block, set it to the side. And we're going to keep standing here for a couple more minutes. So we're going to stand behind the back of our chair. And we're going to bring the heels together and the toes pointed out to the side. So kind of like you might imagine a ballerina would stand. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bend the knees any amount to come into a bit of a squat. And then we're going to lift the heels up off the earth. Exhale, release, and stand up. And then we're going to come up on our toes, lifting the heels. Exhale, release. That's going to be our flow. So take a breath in. On an exhale, we bend the knees. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the heels and stand up. Take a breath in. And exhale, heels lift. Lower it back down. So that's our flow. Exhale, lower the knee or bend the knees. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, straighten the legs, come up on the toes. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Last time, squat, lift the heels, lower the heels, straighten the legs, come up on the toes, release. Good, shake out the legs, shake them out, loosen everything up. We're just gonna take what I like to call Ragdoll Twist. So the hips are gonna stay pointing forward, the arms are nice and soft, and we're just going to twist the body side to side. The arms just kind of flop around. And we let everything soften and relax. Nice. All right, come on back to holding. I'm going to go at a bit of an angle here so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to come into goddess pose or temple pose. So we're going to take the legs a little bit wider than hip width distance. And the toes are pointed out at a diagonal. And we're just going to lower the hips or bend the knees any amount, whatever feels good in your body. You're going to hang out here and keep your focus on your breath or on your intention. And we're just going to lift the heels off the earth any amount. And then lift the toes off the earth any amount. We're just kind of alternate heels and toes lifting. So maybe they lift a little, maybe they lift a lot, it doesn't matter. Maybe your knees are barely bent. Just go to where you're feeling a little bit of a challenge, but not too much. One more. Lift the heels, lift the toes, straighten the legs, and let's come on. Actually, let's take a shoulder stretch with the wall real quick. So We're going to stand facing the wall, and the left arm is extended straight out to the side. So you can't see me, but I'm like this. Maybe I'll do it over here so you can see me a little better. So the left arm extends straight out. And we're just going to turn, keeping the shoulder close to the wall. We're just going to twist the body to the right. So this is a big stretch for that left shoulder. So if it's too much, having your torso pointed towards the left side wall, you can maybe just back off a little bit. Just go to where you're feeling some nice stretching sensation in your left shoulder. And hang out and breathe. Allow that left shoulder to soften. Sometimes our initial reaction is to tighten or grip, but we get further when we let things soften. Good. Nice and easy. Turn back to face the wall. And we'll take it on the other side. So the right hand extends straight out to the right. And then we just take a quarter turn to the left. Bringing that same stretch into the right shoulder. Breathe into the shoulder. Good. Gently turn back towards the wall. Release that right arm. And now we'll come sit back down. Good. Take a seat. Let's take 3 shoulder rolls in both directions. So we're going to bring the shoulders forward. Inhale, up by the ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. 2 more. And reverse. So now the shoulder blades come back, up, inhale, exhale, forward and down. And relax. Shake out the arms. And we'll take a little forward fold. So options are to keep the knees bent, and you can find your forward fold. Or you could extend the legs straight, and maybe you find a forward fold with straight legs. You do you. Wherever you are, let the head hang heavy. Maybe you nod it yes, shake it no, just to loosen it up. And then let the neck relax. Let the head be heavy and soft. Letting any unwanted thoughts or negative energy just flow out the top of the head to nourish the soil of this practice. Good. If the legs are straight, go ahead and re-bend. Elbows up to the knees. And as slowly or as gradually as you like, lift the torso back upright. And we'll settle in for Shavasana, our final resting pose, and our time to meditate. So options are to stay seated in your chair. You can lie down on the earth. Or you can stack your hands and rest your forehead if you're sitting at your desk. Wherever you are, let the spine be long and straight. Lower the gaze or close the eyes. And let the effects of the class reverberate in the body. And if you're seated in the chair, Feel your feet planted on the earth. Let your toes relax and soften. Feeling that support of the ground beneath you. Let the ankles soften. Calves relax. Knees are soft. Feel the backs of your thighs supported by your chair. Letting the quadriceps melt down. Feel the belly soft. Chest soft. Imagine the length of your spine supported by the back of your chair. Shoulders are heavier and heavier with each exhale. Arms relaxed. Hands and fingers soft. All the muscles of the face are soft and easy. Make the jaw soft, no clenching of the jaw or the teeth. No furrowing of the eyebrows. Let that space between the eyebrows widen. And bring all your focus and attention to the crown of your head. And imagine a warm light or healing energy flow from the crown of the head all the way down your body, leaving your body feeling soft, relaxing into gravity, fully and completely relaxed. Keep your focus on that relaxed feeling in the body, that warm glow. For a minute or two of silence, and then I'll cue you out. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring some small movements to your fingers and to your toes. And then on an inhale, extend the arms and the legs like we did earlier. Just a big full body stretch, reaching in both directions. And let it all soften down. If you're lying on the floor, go ahead and bring yourself up to an easy seated position. And once there, we'll all press the palms together as our symbol of closing this practice and our gesture of offering the merits of this class to all those whose lives we touch. Thank yourself for showing up on your chair today, for making some time for self-care, to nourish your mind, your body, your spirit. Call to mind again your intention, inviting that quality to manifest itself in your life this week. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me, and in sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're feeling good, and I will see you again next week. Take care.